Hi Libra, I'm Trudy. We're here to read for you your love reading. I am the love lady for December of 2016, and so let's get moving right away. 4-card spread. First card to come up for you is the Two of Swords for the holiday season, and you can see I have my Christmas tree right here. Two of Swords, interesting card. You can see this card. This woman has two swords and she is in balance. She's got a blindfold, wearing a blindfold, and we like to call this card the card of denial, or stuffing all the debris in the closet and having a dinner party. And that is very much what I do see you doing. Putting it all away, taking all your worries, stuffing them in the closet, and enjoying the holiday season. And so that actually works out well. You're a sword. This is a sword card. This is the card of the intellect. This is the card of balance. This is the card of allowing yourself to keep everything in balance by maybe not paying attention to some of the things that have been bothering you the rest of the year. Again, there are always different lists to prioritize, and there are always different wants and desires that we will be able to run after for the rest of the year. And usually when I see this card, I will say, oh, attend to those things. However, sometimes it's nice to take a break. And I'm hearing for some of you that's exactly what you will be doing. You might be putting some things off as well. And so also, once again, that's okay. Taking time out for the holiday season. And I keep hearing taxes in the back of my mind. There's an issue where you maybe feel the urge to get in some flat files, get in some files, get into your QuickBooks and kind of see what's on the back end, but you might be taking a little break from that and not allowing yourself to really feel the urgency and just ignoring it. And sometimes, again, that's what you have to do to take a break. You have to ignore things, and you have to ignore people who are at your back. And usually for you, though, it would be you at your own back. So no one really has to remind Libra of what needs to be done and what's right. Now, again, I see that for some of you, if you are in a new relationship or even in an existing relationship and coupled, you may find that there are moments that allow you to ignore some of the issues that the two of you have had in the past, and that this creates a certain amount of stability this month. It is a 2, but again, it's a start. And so really to defy some of these tendencies that Libra has, to get in there and make sure that everything is fair and right, ignoring that a little bit and just letting your partner be, accepting exactly what's going on at the moment. But then again, even you may feel as if you're just ignoring things or not seeing everything clearly at the moment, or you might feel bad about it. But really, I'm hearing from Spirit, in this case, don't feel bad. Sit back and just put the blinders on and enjoy the ride a little bit. We, again, have the Magician. That's interesting. This came up for Aquarius, again, and I'm going to put it in the upright. And this is all about manifestation and being able to create that magic that you know you're capable of creating, because you've got the tools and you've learned what you've needed and gathered the sources and the resources together to create exactly what it is that you need to create. Your challenge is going to be to, although you are kind of ignoring what's going on, you're also challenged with, although you're very charismatic, you do not want to promise too much, I guess, is what this card is saying. And maybe this is a season where you are not exactly able to keep up with the magic of the season, or you're not able to deliver everything that you would like to deliver, which is okay once again. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for us to enter into a new relationship fully and wholly. And there are some years where we can't, unfortunately, meet everyone's expectations or even our own expectations of how the magic of Christmas or the holiday season should set itself up. And there might be a little bit of ignoring expectation or ignoring issues, ignoring the fact that, hey, they didn't help out with the dishes, or maybe you're picking up after them, or perhaps they're not happy with you because you're not meeting their expectations. But there's a time and a place to say, yeah, we've got issues, everyone does, and guess what, this may not be exactly the way we want it to be, but it's pretty good, you know, it's not bad. So let's see. And again, here we've got the Lovers. And so again, this is a love reading. This is all about discerning this holiday season. Again, I keep saying that because it is the holidays and it's a time for celebration. It's all about figuring out exactly who you are, who they are, and what types of decisions need to be made next year within this relationship in order to really bring the two of you together. And so within the season, you'll be evaluating each other. It's almost as if I can hear them saying, you'll see your partner from across the room and you'll sort of size them up, and they'll do the same if you are coupled or in a relationship. There's a lot of like scanning going on between the two of you, and that input is coming in, and you will do something with it in 2017. It's just, it's like a download right now that will allow you to make some decisions moving forward, and that will also allow you to create this relationship the way you want it to be. The flaws and the faults and the things that you're finding with your spouse really aren't bothering you that much, but it's just kind of like a sitting back time period where you're like, hey, I know that we're going to continue this relationship, and as we do, we need to really embody the other person. So, and I always say with this, we're a mirror for our partner, and so you want to create the healthiest mirror that you possibly can, because you want to reflect back the most beautiful image of them that you possibly can. And when you do that, this helps you, because what you're doing is you're creating the best likeness of you that you can possibly create, and vice versa. And so back to this Two of Swords, there's some imperfections in the mirror, and we're working on ourselves. That's kind of how I see it right now. It's more important to work on yourself than it is to work on your partner. And so if we clean and dust off and buff out any imperfections in our own mirror, we're going to be able to improve this situation, and there will be an ability to move forward and to create that magic within the relationship, better decisions moving forward into 2017. And I hope that's resonating with you. If it's not, it's pretty specific, but if it's not, please check your moon and your Venus and go to astrodance.com, okay? Big information. Page of Cups comes up next for you. And again, these are coming up reversed, but I'm going to read them in the upright because that's how I feel they want to be read. And the Page of Cups really is all about an announcement. And so there's some announcement of love, And there is also a sweet sentiment coming your way. Perhaps even the birth of a baby could be announced. And that for Libra is quite beautiful. Also, if you have a cup child, which would be a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio, around you or in and about, so it's going to be about them this holiday season, and how to and you may have more than one actually, but how to reach out to them, not with gifts, but with emotion, and how to connect with them, and put that in the forefront, because that's really more important to this child, that they feel loved, and touch and loving gestures are really what this one's looking for. Now, also it can mean that within relationship, you might find that you develop a crush on someone, and this is very specific, and if you are in relationship, you may be coupled, but developing a crush or an infatuation at the same time. That happens a lot of times, but the best way to deal with that, again, is to deal with yourself, and look at yourself and create the perfect mirror for your partner. Again, if you're looking for love, what I see again is the fact that you're evaluating who you are, and you might have reached a crossroad. For some of our Librans, they've reached a crossroad with their significant other, and what this means is there will be a decision made to end the relationship. Now, that's just for some of you, but if you are having issues and you do feel as if you have to avoid certain conversations because they cause too much, of a back and forth, two swords clashing, and just banter that is cutting and hurtful. This is not physical, but words can cut too. If you're dealing with some of that, you're not able to manifest the relationship that you had wanted to, even though you had hopes that this would turn into something that was off the charts, and that you could create together as if by magic. And sometimes we can do that. Sometimes we get lucky, and sometimes we realize down the road that we didn't exactly frame it completely realistically. Now's the time, this time of year, you're going to be really evaluating what it is that you want, and whether or not you can find it. And so for some of you, you may fall into sort of a crush, and this could be happening. That's not happening for all of our Librans, but could be happening. And so anyway, I do see that if you are coupled and you have been in a relationship for a while, it would be a good time to really do some work here and not engage with your partner. Really work on yourself, and so that you can come into 2017 as perfect as you possibly can, and then the magic will come after that if you are single. And then we always have our singles out there, and you're looking around and you're like, hey, I just want to date. I don't want to worry about the fact that he does this or she does that. I get it, maybe they smoke, like that, or maybe they're just not magnanimous, not a great gift giver, they're out with their friends too often, that kind of thing. I'm hearing some of that, and you're ignoring it. This is great exploration. You are looking to see what it is you need within relationship. Sometimes we have to ignore the first red flags. And I do see red flags here, and you're kind of counting them in the beginning. But in the end, there's this sense of infatuation, like you become infatuated with something that they bring to the table. And So let it ride out a little longer and don't squash it too quickly. That's what I'm hearing. And, you know, not everyone is going to be your soulmate, but that soulmate is out there, and you need to do some exploration. And so backing off a little bit from judgment and allowing yourself to just be out there and open to the opportunities that come to you. And so marry, marry, marry. And happy holidays to all of you. I'm so happy that you've joined me here. Please watch your year-long reading. Year-long readings are up for the month of December, and after that, they'll be for subscription only, but there's a card read for every single month. My gift to you. Mwah, love you.